Good morning, everybody. I welcome all of you for this video lecture. Yesterday, we have seen what are the control limits for our chart when we know the value of process standard deviation. These limits are, as you can see on your screen, LCL is equal to D1, capital D1 into sigma, center line, that is R bar, and UCL is equal to D2 into sigma, where these constants D1 and D2, they are solely based on sample size n, and for the ready reference it has been tabulated for several values of n. Okay, now today we have to discuss a very important and which is quite oftenly required in practice is the second case, that is when we don't know the value of process standard deviation sigma. In practice, usually process standard deviation sigma is not known. खूप वेळा अशी परिस्थिती असते की हा सिग्मा आपल्याला माहीत नसतो. Therefore, it must be estimated from the preliminary samples or subgroups taken from the process when the process is thought to be under control. So, to estimate sigma, what is the procedure? Take few preliminary samples. By studying that samples, we can estimate sigma. पण हे जे सॅम्पल्स आपण घेतोय ते ज्याला प्रोसेस इन कंट्रोल असते त्या स्टेटमधले असायला हवेत. सो वॉट एवर we are studying about the control charts and control limits, SQC मध्ये याला ट्रायल कंट्रोल लिमिट्स असं म्हटलं जातं. Okay, so how to estimate that sigma? Let R1, R2, R3, so on, Rm, because we have m subsamples, be the sample ranges for m preliminary samples. म्हणजे पहिलं सॅम्पल त्याची रेंज कॅल्क्युलेट केली, दुसरं सॅम्पल त्याची रेंज कॅल्क्युलेट केली. अशा पद्धतीने एम जे सबसॅम्पल्स आहेत त्या सर्वांची रेंज कॅल्क्युलेट केलेली आहे आणि त्याचा डेटा आपल्याकडं उपलब्ध आहे. Then expected value of R is estimated by the sample mean range R bar. Okay, expected value of R is sample mean range R bar. It is equal to summation Ri divided by M. The sampling distribution of R, more precisely relative range, which is defined as capital R divided by sigma, depends on sample size. The standard deviation of range sigma suffix R, it is the standard deviation of range SD of range denoted by sigma suffix capital R. फक्त सिग्मा घेतला तर त्याचा अर्थ काय? That is the standard deviation of variable x. Variable x is the quality characteristic. But sigma suffix R, it is the standard deviation of range. is related to sigma by the relation. So sigma suffix r is equal to d3 into sigma. Standard deviation of range, it is some function of n into process standard deviation. Therefore, sigma r cap, that means estimate, is nothing but d3 into sigma cap, and which is equal to d3 and sigma cap म्हणजे काय? We have already seen that r bar divided by d2. Thus, now we can compute control limits. LCL is equal to expected value of r minus 3 times standard deviation of r, that is sigma r. So it is r bar minus 3 times d3 r bar d2. We take r bar common, and what do we get? 1 minus 3 times d3 into 1 upon d2. Now this whole in parenthesis, it is denoted by d3. So d3 is a constant which depends on n only. Similarly, we get UCL as d4 into r bar, where d4 आणि d3 ह्याच्यामध्ये काय फरक आहे लक्षात बघा. 1 minus 3 times d3 divided by d2, whereas d4 is equal to 1 plus 3 times d3 divided by d2. Thus, the center line and 3 sigma control limits for R chart are LCL d3 into r bar, center line it is r bar, and upper control limit it is a d4 into r bar, where these constants d3 and d4, they are based on n, and they have been tabulated for different values of n. It is available in statistical tables. So when we don't know the value of sigma, it can be estimated from the preliminary samples, as just now we have seen, and therefore you can see the control limits when we know the sigma and we don't know the sigma. Sigma is replaced by here r, and the constants are replaced by d3 and d4. Okay, so these are the control limits for the R chart. Now we'll see one numerical example how to construct an R bar chart. You are given below the values of range for 10 samples, each of size 5. Construct the range chart and interpret the results. एकूण 10 सॅम्पल्स दिलेले आहेत आणि प्रत्येक सॅम्पलसाठी आपल्याला रेंजची व्हॅल्यू दिलेली आहे. 5, 6, 5, 7, 7. And what we are given? For n is equal to 5, d3 is equal to 0, and d4 is equal to 2.115. So here calculation table, it's simply sum of the second row, that is R. Total is 58. So from that we can compute mean. R bar is equal to summation R divided by M. So it is 58 divided by 10, 5.8. And from that value of R bar, the center line and the control limits, D3 is 0, so lower control limit is 0. CL, that is R bar, and UCL, d4 into r bar, so it is approximately equal to 12.3. Now here you can see the picture where the chart is constructed. Along the horizontal axis, x-axis, we have taken sample number. On the vertical axis, we have taken the values of range. Then first of all, plot these control limits. Lower control limit is 0. So x-axis itself, middle line, that is center line, it is 5.8. You can see a line drawn parallel to x-axis at y is equal to 5.8 and then 12.3. Okay, and if we plot that values, original values for the sample number 1 to 10 on the control chart, you can see a picture like this. First sample, second sample, third sample, fourth sample, and so on. You can see the picture. Here we observe that all the points are lying within control limits and they are really scattered points around the center line. They do not exhibit any specific pattern. They are completely random on the control chart. Therefore, we can interpret or we can conclude that this process from which this data is taken, it is under control. Okay, so in this way we can construct a range chart from the given data, and its control limits are very simple to memorize. So it gives us the picture of the data as far as its variability is concerned. So we can comment on the variability of the process by looking into the R chart. Okay, so for any process, it is very essential to monitor both mean and its variability. Therefore, X bar chart and R chart together can be used to draw a valid conclusion about the process, whether it is operating under control or not. Okay, so this is what we have discussed today. I think we should stop here. We will continue the discussion on control chart in the subsequent lectures also. Okay, so let me say goodbye to all of you. Have a nice day. Stay at your home. Stay safe. Thank you.